So these days, there's so many things in our life that can make us feel stressed out. I'm not immune to this either, whether that's parenting, whether that's school, whether that's work, whether that's relationships, whether that's your family. Anything involved in life, there's a risk of us becoming stressed. And stress in small doses is absolutely fine. But when it becomes something chronic or long term, that's when it starts causing problems. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhoda and I'm a doctor working in the UK. And today's video is all about habits that we can all put in place to help us reduce our stress levels. So I thought I wanted to talk about some of the things that I always tell my patients. And I found the question that I'm being asked are things that I'm having to explain time and time again. So why not do it in video format where I can get it out to a much bigger audience? So I've divided the tips I'm going to talk about into kind of 4 broad categories. So engage, move, connect and pause. So the first one is what I call engage, and this is where we're trying to get away from the point of our stressors. I find sometimes the advice people get given is a little bit unrealistic when they get told, well, if you're feeling stressed, why don't you just leave the thing that's causing you stress? But it's hard to leave your kids, for example, if that's what's causing your stress. I find things that will take our mind off it and help us kind of focus on something different actually really helps. So for example, reading a book or reading the Quran, and it has been found that just reading for 5 minutes reduces our stress levels by almost 70%, and that's actually quite a big number. The next one is, which kind of still goes within engage, is pursue some kind of a hobby. When we think about the word hobby, we always think about something really elaborate. We think about something really time consuming that's going to take a lot of effort. But hobbies can be very simple. Sometimes it can be sewing, it can be learning a language on an app, it can be drawing. There's actually something called therapeutic drawing for adults that's been found to really be helpful when it comes to reducing our stress levels. So it can be very simple, something that is for you only and nobody else. For me personally, it's writing. I like to write. So when I feel quite stressed out, I like to write, whether that's fiction, whether that's journaling, whether that's just getting my thoughts out there. I found it really therapeutic. The next category is connect. When we are feeling stressed out, whether that's through having young kids or whether that's through work, I find that sometimes people find it really difficult to talk to people about it because they have these preconceived notions that I'm going to be looking weak, I should be quite strong. If I show that I'm stressed, that means I can't, that means I failed. But connecting with people, talking to friends, going out with a friend for a quick coffee, if you've got parents or family living nearby, going to them, having a bit of a catch up, even talking on the phone, anything that helps you socialize. And the act of just speaking to someone about the stresses that you've experienced is in itself therapy. It's like offloading a heavy weight, and sharing the problem can sometimes give you different solutions and different perspectives, and also makes you feel less alone. And I find when I talk to people about stresses or things that I'm experiencing, sometimes the stress in my head that actually seems much bigger than actually what it is in real life. So it kind of helps you get a sense of objectiveness as well. And the next one is move. This may seem really obvious, but I find sometimes just reiterating or repeating something to someone is that little push that they need to actually do it. So move, basically exercising, and I talked about this time and time again. Exercise will not get rid of your stress, but it will help reduce the stress, definitely, and it will also help you deal with the stress. Going out for a walk or going to the gym. So when I feel like I'm gonna just about tear my hair out, I'm like, oh God, what do I do? Just going for a walk, fresh air, I honestly immediately feel quite calm again. And doing that every day and building it into your routine will help you reduce your stress level. If you've got a very young child, for example, maybe taking them in a buggy with you. And the next category is pause. This is something that I find really hard to do. Even though I know this is what I should be doing, it's still quite hard. And I think probably for a lot of people, this will be the same. There's so much things demanding our attention. Sometimes it's really hard to pause. But that in itself is a really important way to help us manage our stress levels on a daily basis. Pause is just literally pausing, sitting down and having a quick break, and also reframing that you're not wasting time, you're having what's called rested time. And then consciously being aware of the small little pauses that you're having in the day. When you're getting overwhelmed, sit down, take some deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Just really consciously think about the fact that you're just resting and you're not doing anything else. You're not going on your phone, you're not trying to check, you're not trying to think of the next thing to do, you're just resting. This is similar to meditation. but on a smaller scale. Hauls can also be having a nice warm bath, darkening the room, candles, and just relaxing. And just doing that throughout the day, I found that helped me avoid reaching a point where, like a melting point, where I'm just like, "Ugh," and just, you know, really becoming frustrated. Just me time, really, really key. Anyway, guys, I hope that was helpful. Those were 4 kind of ways we can help manage our stress levels. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.